What's good, everyone? I'm IAnthonyD. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are talking Killer Klowns from Outer Space, the game. I'm so excited to be talking about this game. There was a recent dev stream from IAnthonyD on their official Twitch account where they just showcased the game a bit. It was an older build. They showcased the game from the human and clown side, and they talked about a lot of the features. And one thing that people were able to notice right away is that the lobby system is going to be preference based rather than, you know, being able to select the actual side that you want to play on. So example, it's going to be more Friday 13th rather than Dead by Daylight. So you'll have a preference where you can pick if you want to play as clowns, if you want to play as humans, or if you don't have one at all, and then you are randomized once you get into the game. We actually get to see a little bit how this works in the actual dev stream here.
Swing around and bite me in a few seconds. Okay. Luckily we can't hear. Are we on the same team, Albert?
We are on the same team. I was actually kind of hoping I'd be up against you, but I'll have to save that for another stream.
And since that happened, the community has a lot of thoughts about it, so let's go over it. The choice should be left to the player. Quick play, human queue, and clown queue. I think if your preference is clowns, you'll be all right, as I expect you play as clowns more often than not, given that the majority will favor humans. If I can party up with friends on Discord and be guaranteed to be on the same team, then I'm fine with the preference. I don't care about longer queue times if I can get the role I want. If DBD and TCM can do it, then why not Killer Klowns? Which this user actually brings up a pretty good point, is they didn't talk about how parties will actually work with a system like this. Because before, you could just party up with friends in Friday 13th, but one of your friends might actually end up becoming Jason. You're not guaranteed to be counselor just because you partied up if you have the preference for Jason. So how does this work with a 3v6 type of gameplay? Is there a chance where like 2 of your friends are clowns and the rest of you are just on the human side? I prefer to choose, so hopefully they add that in eventually. However, I'm okay with random for now. It's 2024. Not allowing your paying customers to choose how to play the game they spent money on is not acceptable. My hype for this game has been dampened, and I know people who have already canceled pre-orders. I'm going to assume the preference matchmaking will only kick in when lobbies are strained. If there's plenty of players on each side, we shouldn't have to worry about it that much. Plus, the only way to ever get good at an asymmetrical game is to play both sides anyways. So a lot of good points were brought up, and I noticed over time with these asymmetrical games that people do lean towards the separate queue option rather than the randomized open party option. Now, personally, in my opinion, it doesn't really matter to me, and that's because I enjoy playing both sides typically. It would suck if I couldn't guarantee that me and my 2 other friends would be on clowns. You know, just wanting to play clowns together with a solid team would be fun, but we'll have to see how this works. Honestly, it doesn't ruin anything for me for Killer Klowns, so I'm still pretty hyped. I would love to know what you think down below about this whole lobby situation. Let's talk about it, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to slash that like button, subscribe, and notifications set to all. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, don't do drugs, don't have sex, and oh yeah, don't die.